Hi, I'm Mike Gafa. I'm part of the Luminex group, and we want to welcome you back to our series, our whiteboard series, Hero Leaders in the Church, leaders who are hopeful and empowered, resilient, and optimistic. You know, last week, John Messer talked about how hope-filled leaders influence churches to be hope-filled. And so this got me thinking again about another story in the Bible. And this one is a key story. It's part of the Exodus story. And you know this one. So the Lord commands Moses to send 12 spies, one from each tribe, out to the land of Canaan. And then see what you see, come back and report. And so off they go. And when they come back, 10 of the 12 spies report something like this. The people are humongous. The cities are fortified. We're like grasshoppers in their sight. We can't go. There are 10 of 12 who convey not hopefulness, but hopelessness. They have no hope. They're trusting their eyes, what they see. And so what they saw, two others saw. Caleb and Joshua were part of that group. And those two saw not hopelessness, but hopefulness. And they didn't see so much with perhaps their physical eyes, but what they saw was a spiritual picture. And what they knew and what they were leaning into was God's promise to them. God was sending them into this land. God would make a way. God had already taken them a long ways. I mean, how is it that you can cross water and the seas divide? God did all that and then some. He provided their nourishment, their food, and they trusted the promises of God to take them into Canaan. And they saw what the others saw with their physical eyes. But they, more than that, chose to be hopeful, not based on what they could see with their own eyes, but what they could trust God to do. And this is a lesson for us too, as we lead in this, liminal place that we're in, this liminal space of COVID, of still dealing with a lot of polarization politically, which probably is going to be there for the duration, of churches that have divisions, of do we meet now? Do we wait until everybody's vaccinated? What if everybody isn't vaccinated? Because they won't be. I want to encourage you to be like Caleb and to be like Joshua. There will be something like 10 to 2 in some churches, not all. In other churches, there may be more, not a 5-to-1 ratio or 10 to 2, but it might be more like 50-50. I don't know. But whatever it is, leadership, as we all know, is difficult. And sometimes it feels like there's 2 of us and there's 10 others saying we can't go. And in this case, the 10 others won the day. They didn't go. Instead, they wandered, and it took a long time to reach the promised land. These 2, by the way, Joshua and Caleb, were the only 2 adults in their generation that actually made it in. And maybe that's a lesson for us too. So our hope is not in what we can see in front of us. Our hope is not in favorable circumstances. Our hope is not winning everybody to our side of the argument. Our hope ultimately is in how God is leading us. Seek the Holy Spirit and walk with obedience and expectation and hope as the Lord leads. Thanks.